Hey, how's it going? It's Brennan. So, look, I often don't show sentiment. I withhold that. Sort of, my dad would try to get me to smile, and I would be like hiding it because I was like really embarrassed because I feel like I'm a total loser. And so, any sentiment that I ever had became a joke. Um, and crazy things happen. Whatever public I don't know. Okay, I'm just telling you that whatever I say, something radical will happen, and someone will say, "Oh, you have to change that," and they're going to say that it's just at a distance, which is like a threat to me. Because if it actually mattered, they would certainly write it down, and and I could read it on paper, or they could tell me themselves if they were sincerely concerned and were on my side. Okay, um, but look, I love all the arts and the Hollywood and the world picture. Um, um, and I don't know, no matter what I do, I hear some sort of completely radical sort of reaction from the very highest levels, the presidents, and then the subsequent terrorism and war activities, as though it was all a plan. Okay, like that's all they were doing, was trying to antagonize me to create a war. And, I would have gone to the Middle East if someone else was going to go with me, but someone saying that I should do this by myself, fuck you, okay? You do it by yourself, okay? I'll go just about anywhere with a good team, okay? But if people are suggesting anything that I, go by myself, they're setting up terrorist sort of excuses which lead to global conflicts and lead to a lot of innocent people dying and a lot of fun-loving and beloved people dying as well, whether they're however innocent they are. Who knows? We're all something. We all have some idiotic excuse. All you have to do is and I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing because I'm not quite educated. This is the thing with George Washington. And indeed, Ben Franklin. He's 15 when he's in trouble. At that age, he was supposed to be in school. That's what they would send 14-year-olds to boarding school for 2 years, that they would learn how to toe the line and to work with the team. Okay, I didn't have that. Ben Franklin didn't have that. George Washington didn't have that. Thomas Jefferson, he didn't need that. Everything was hunky-dory because he was, virtually an only child, a big sister, a single mother. That's like being an only child. In America, that's the dream, the motherland, the raw material zone. In the fatherland, Western Europe, having a solid father figure, that really pays off because that's where the technology has developed, apparently. Um, And again, the whole Middle Eastern quagmire, I would have gone there and helped coordinate the intervention that, I desperately did not want to be in the Wild West. It was a sheer failure every time. And I think that a lot of people don't want to be in Gaza. Okay, I think there's other parts of the world where they would fit, such as India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and I would go there to prove it with a team, okay? And probably have lots of fun if the team was sincerely concerned. And I just, if I start saying anything on the internet, it is weaponized, big time. And again, a lot of people, they don't realize this, but that's why virtually every terrorist incident that is front page news has ever happened since, since I was pretty damn young. And since the late 1800s, I trace it back with my family. Okay, they say something, and then suddenly things start to happen, and there might be good intentions at first, but these pave the way to hell because they don't have to do anything. Lucky people don't have to do that. They can say, "So my name is good, your name is bad," because of some propaganda conspiracy based on narcotics, effectively. That's I think the Franks and the washing powder of the American Revolution sort of quantifies that. Although Pepper, Thomas Jefferson, or Pepper Jeffer, everyone thinks, oh, well, that's, we've tried that. It doesn't make you crazy. It comes from a sober subcontinent, indeed. Um, and anyways, I really want to help people who care. Okay, and I can't tell who that is. I really can't. Because I didn't have that childhood experience. I didn't have that eastward childhood. Okay, we just didn't have that. It was the complete opposite in reality. Some of my family members did have that, but me and my dad definitely did not. And I would like to work with Hollywood and big tech and international security and the militaries on a intelligence level and industry and big tech. I have the vision. I've quantified this stuff. I love to do the arts. I think Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones are awesome, but I'm also a very sensitive person. Someone like Kurt Cobain, he's the only one who grew up on the West Coast, who, if you're good, and therapy is I think that's what I would be able to do a lot of, both in front of the camera and to cool people, for cool people. Two of them, yeah, perhaps, or for them, hopefully. Let me practice my therapy on you, yes. I'll toughen you up, okay? But Kurt Cobain, he's the only one who sort of says, I'm not gay, but I'm going to pretend I am, and he's dead. So I don't really want to, I don't want to wallow in that. I've had lots of gay friends, but I just love, I love women, and if I had a woman who I really loved, and she said, let's go to this crazy party, and we were in love, and we had a happy home or two, the doghouse where I spend half my time maybe, I would love that.